can show you a better time. Baby, you can drive my car. Yes, I'm gonna be a star. Baby, you can drive my car. And maybe I love you.
Yeah, baby, you can drive my car. Not many guys will say that. You know, they're pretty close to their cars. You count on your car every day, but can your car count on you? Brian Bowerstock is here to tune up our ideas on car repair. Brian, good to have you here. This is so important, especially now, as we learned today, oil is over $100 a barrel for the first time. So gas is going to go probably reach $4 pretty soon. So you want to make sure that car is tuned up right.
It's important.
Yeah.
It's important.
I had a lot of old cars. I called them classics. My wife called them, you know, junk, but I assume that was with a Q-U-E. But I used to work on the old cars. You know, these were old 50s cars that I would
Quite
buy.
simple, huh?
Yeah, yeah, you open the hood, you could almost climb in there. You know, and everything was logical. Everything went everywhere. Now you open the hood, and it's so busy.
It's very busy. Cars are very technical. In the last 10 years, obviously, a lot of things are done by computer.
Yeah.
We often fix cars by doing what we call flashes, which is actually we download, just like the dealerships do, we download and can reflash a control unit in a car to fix a drivability problem. Often it's not a replacement of a part. It's often a reprogramming, basically changing the software or a software repair.
All right, so that's with it. But for just oil changes, lube changes, flushing out the radiator, and this type of thing, this is where people can get really burned. You can get burned anywhere because what do we know?
Absolutely. Cars are difficult. People don't know a whole lot about them. Unlike the older days, you know, your grandfather, your dad often worked on the car on Saturday. It was a fairly simple thing, down to the auto parts store, some plugs, points, condenser.
Right.
Matter of fact, newer technicians don't even know what points or condenser are anymore.
Oh, yeah, you used to use a dime.
Exactly.
To see if there was enough separation there, and oftentimes tinfoil to get that spark going.
Correct. It's very important, obviously, to pick a facility that does quality repair. Number one, fixes your vehicle right the first time, treats you correct, you know, and make sure that you're a satisfied customer, but also that they're trained and have the ability to do this.
Right. Well, that's what you do.
That's right.
That's why you're here.
That's correct.
You're the guy that I can trust.
Absolutely.
All right. Okay. Now, what do we have sitting out here on the table?
I brought some components along since we're talking about the how technical cars are. We have a mass airflow sensor, and actually what this sensor does, it reads the amount of air coming into the engine, and it tells the computer. The computer, therefore, controls the amount of fuel that it's going to put into the motor.
Well, that just was at the beginning of this little talk. We mentioned how important fuel economy is, so that would be one of the integral parts.
Definitely integral part. It works along with several other sensors on a vehicle. We have an O2 sensor, which is actually an oxygen sensor. It's in the exhaust. It, once again, tells the computer if there's too much raw fuel in the exhaust, so the motor's not burning it properly. And then we also have a TPS sensor there that tells the computer how far open the throttle is on the vehicle.
So, all right, and then you know all this. I mean, this is so different. So, obviously, the idea is to have somebody you can trust. So when I come in, I don't know what's wrong with the car. You handle it.
Correct.
I mean, that's all you can do today.
Correct.
Right?
And because throwing parts at cars without proper diagnosis or somebody absolutely knowing what's wrong with the vehicle is a waste of money, number one. And you can also make the problem worse on the vehicle by replacing a component with something that's not needed.
That's not the right part.
Correct.
I suppose, and just you can't use generics, huh?
Generics are not a real good idea when we're dealing with electronics. We try to stay with OEM.
And every car, any car, you can handle no matter what make and model?
We work on all makes and models.
If I bring in my Henry J, you'll be able to handle it? I think I can do that one myself.
Motorhomes.
Motorhomes, too?
We handle motorhomes. Lots of chassis work on motorhomes.
Oh, that's important because, you know, the fuel efficiency in a motorhome is not the greatest.
It's not very great even when it's running properly.
Yeah, that's right.
Correct.
But you can handle that, too.
Absolutely.
All right. So no matter what it is. You don't do boats, do you?
No boats. No boats.
Okay, good. I'm not going to bring a boat.
Don't bring a boat.
I will not bring a boat. Okay, West Escondido Automotive and Transmission. Right there on Auto Parkway. Really worth the drive. I don't care where you are because you want somebody that knows what they're doing and someone you can trust. And Brian here's the guy. All right, thanks, Brian.
Thank you very much.
All right, bring a car in next time. Let's go outside and really rip one apart.
We'll do so.
You want to? All right, good. I want to get into it. I want to get all oily.